I've heard that that show is kind of like a show about just horrible people. Like, that's the premise. It's like everyone there is just like a terrible person in some way.
That's actually a pretty good way to put it in some cases. Or not horrible as much as I think they, like, just broken on some level. Like, the final... Oh, hey. Oh, here, let me pick those just to the farming
go
experience.
ahead. I'm just trying to see what the hell they are.
But the final episode basically was just showing off the fact that they didn't help somebody when that person needed help. And then showing off that they routinely just made fun of people and were kind of callous.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point that somebody... Like, this person that told me about it was basically driving home that point. It's like, yeah, it's basically just a show about like, horrible people in New York. Like, you aren't really that nice to anyone.
Yeah. But then again, that's New York for you. So alive, this city. So I put a new egg in the thing, but we don't have room for the thing, so it's just going to sit there.
Oh, you mean like the incubator?
Yeah. So it's kind of a waste, but...
It might reduce the quality of the milk. Man, that automated thingy is...
Wait, it reduces the quality?
Well, it doesn't make them as happy. We can still we can still get happiness from them, you know, by
Gotta get some hands on them udders.
just talking to them. But God, milking them is a pain in the ass because I got to keep up with which ones I have and haven't. And they're always walking around at the same time.
Especially once you've gotten a few of them in there and all that.
It's like, see, I only have okay, I got 4 milk. All right, I did it right. Goat cheese. Cool. Do we need that for a bundle?
Yes.
Well, here, I'll put
If
one.
you want to drop it off, even you could do that if you want.
Nah,
Because the animal... Well, actually, not goat cheese. Well, goat cheese we need for something. We need a large goat milk for the animal bundle. Actually, and the
Goat
artisanal
milk.
bundle we need goat cheese.
Didn't get any large goat milks.
Yeah, we'll have to wait on that. But the goat cheese can finish off one of the artisanal bundles. Artisanal bundle. Bundle. How do you pronounce it?
Bundle?
Bundle?
A rusty spur. Oh, that's a new artifact.
And the cowboy theme now.
Just put on a sailor hat. I'm not doing cowboy anymore. Oh yeah, I can also buy 1 more sheep. We didn't have enough money the last time, so we're actually 1 sheep short of...
Oh, I can hold off buying a tool upgrade for now, then. I don't really need this thing
actually,
anyway.
go ahead, because she's not here. She's not at her desk today. She takes Tuesdays off,
alright.
apparently. For some reason...
I'm just trying to get all my tools upgraded, so...
Not a bad idea. Oh, shit, I thought you could go that way.
Alright, heading back down to the mine to try to get that last sweet level of mining. Actually, we should go to the skull mine instead. Yeah, I'll go here. Safer.
Would you level up any quicker if you went to the skull mine?
In theory, there's probably some stuff there that's worth more.
Dang it.
Dang it, Bobby.
You see these worms and it's just like, oh yeah, potentially good stuff. And you just hit them and then it's like, oh, here's some clay.
Well, clay is still useful.
True, but it's not something like super amazing.
You're not all excited about it.
No, I'm not.
No, you've been spoiled.
I keep
Or
thinking
two.
why we haven't gotten anything from the honey things yet, but the bees don't produce in the wintertime, do they?
Nope, they're all dead.
Why didn't we put our beehives inside? They could have slept with me.
How could this happen? Very good question. Bees are kind of like fascinating and terrifying all at once.
Bee culture.
Mm.
They will swarm
Bee
you
movie.
and kill you.
Especially the ones like, I had a friend send me pictures when she was in China. These bees that are like a few inches long. They're giant fat bees like the size of your thumb. And their stingers actually have like acid inside of them, like so they can actually melt flesh.
Ew.
Yeah.
Man, it's terrifying.
Just a bit, yeah.
What are they
Although
trying to
bees
kill
are,
that's not a human?
Bees are like remarkably hardcore animals, though. Like there's one really interesting one I saw where these honeybees, they're getting the shit kicked out of them by a hornet. 'Cause the hornet is quite literally just like too big for the bees to kill, So the hornet is just ripping bees apart, just with its mandibles, just ripping their heads off left and right as it just cleans the hive out.
Right.
But the bees have a way of killing the hornet. And the way they do it is the bees swarm across the hornet and cover it, and then basically just move themselves fast enough to heat their bodies up until they literally cook the hornet, because they can handle temperatures like 2 or 3 degrees higher than the hornet can.
Huh. Well, if it works, I guess. Yeah, I mean...
But I mean, think about that for a second. Like, their strategy is to cook their enemy.
Smother
I mean,
it to
that's
death.
pretty hardcore. Does make you wonder how they thought that one up. I guess they may just have noticed if they swarmed it and like, hey, it died. You know.
Hey, this thing worked. Tell everyone.
Or who knows? Maybe it's just like an instinctual thing. I guess they don't even know it's gonna kill the thing. They just have like an instinct towards like, yeah, just get all over it. That thing that's eating us, let's just like all up on it.
That is weird. I'm actually, for the first time, I'm trying out the fishing rod with a lure on it. You know?
Yeah. You find it luring?
It kind of like auto adjusts for you to help you keep it on the fish.
Oh,
It moves it for you.
nice. That actually sounds pretty useful. Which one is it?
I think it's just a regular hook. By the way, do we need a ling codfish?
Not for any of the, like, bounties.
Okay.
We finished up all the fish tank bounties.
God, these ling cods are really, really hard to catch. Even with this tackle.
Hmm.
Please, fish, just let me catch you. Don't fight it. You'll go to a good home. I promise. I wonder if wearing the sailor's hat helps my fishing ability at all. I guess not, but I would also kind of like to think that it does.
It might, actually.
Just like a fisherman, you fish like a fisherman. If you wear a pink cowboy hat, well, you can figure out the rest. You're not, like, dying or anything, are you?
No, I'm doing fine at the moment. I was replying to a message from somebody who, I think none too subtly is seeking some reassurance since they got a family member who, or in this case his wife, who's got some sort of schizophrenia. But, what's funny, actually, is his wife, from the sound of it, is getting the symptoms that one of the guys I have is faking. Or that I'm pretty sure he's faking.
Is schizophrenia when you, like, hear voices and stuff like that?
Basically, yeah. Schizophrenia is usually, the main thing is that you lose touch with reality in one way or another, usually in the form of hallucinations of some sort.
Yeah.
Although, I think there's always hallucinations to some degree, but there's also can be a delusional component as well. But the hallucinations can also take very different forms, depending upon a lot of different factors.
Yeah. You know, to be completely honest with you, I think this lure that I'm using, or hook, or whatever it is, I don't even have to do anything. As long as it stays on the fish, and the fish doesn't, like, jump so far out that it gets off of it, it automatically keeps itself on the fish for me. Like, I don't have to do anything.
Huh. That does sound pretty awesome.
It's just a regular looking hook. Like it's not one of the other ones. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know how to check.
If you right-click on your rod, you can see what you have equipped to it.
It's just not letting me hover over the thing to see what it's called.
You right-click on it, take it off for a second.
Yeah, it's not letting me do that either.
Hmm.
Oh, there we go. There we go. A barbed hook makes your catch more secure, causing the fishing bar to cling to your catch. Works best on slow, weak fish. So yeah, it kind of forces the fish to stay in your green fishing bar area. Not gonna complain. I'm just wondering if there are any fish left that we haven't caught. There's gotta be, I'm sure. Especially on my end, because I haven't been going to the ocean much. I've just been using the stream.
So his wife is not on antipsychotics. Can't blame her necessarily. They're not fun, but that you're probably not going to see less hallucinations without them.
Good point.
Still, I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. I'm not really that knowledgeable about the medication side of things. It's actually one of those things I probably should be looking more into at some point.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask, how'd your thing go today?
Not bad.
What did you end up taking again, like chips and cookies or something?
Yeah, I just brought chips and cookies along, nothing too special.
The lazy man's excuse.
Well, that's all I had in the house. I bought the cookies, but I mean, I had to...
Lazy.
No, absolutely lazy. I didn't feel like spending $40 on, like, cooking supplies and other stuff only to have nobody eat them. Because there's always
totally fair.
too much stuff. I mean, honestly, next time, if I really want to be popular, I should just bring a thing of hot dogs. And that was gone in like 20 minutes.
Oh, really? Were they like just hot dogs, or were like little pigs in a blanket? Or...
Just hot dog. It was just hot dogs in like a crock pot, basically.
Oh. Yeah.
They're tasty, though.
Could bring like you can never tell you what, you can never go wrong with like just a big bag of tortilla chips and like just a couple of things of salsa or like cheese dip. People love that stuff, and they pick at it all night long.
No, I agree with you there.
It's hard to go wrong with just tortilla chips and just good salsa.
I would entirely agree with you on that.
Alright. Go to sleep. I think I'm good for one more night if you want to go, or one more day.
Yeah, I could do that.
What will tomorrow bring us in Stardew Valley? Probably nothing. Nothing exciting ever happens in this town. When did you learn that? Well, about the time that they began announcing when trains would come through.
They made a lot of money that time, at least.
Oh yeah, I still need to buy that sheep. Crap. I'll go take care of the cows real quick and then do that. They do not want to come out when it's cold, do they? They just stay in the barn.
I'm not sure I'd want to come out, certainly. I just got some more maple syrup, by the way.
Nice. Oh God, come on. What do you mean you don't have any milk? Do you have any milk? Oh, okay, I see.
I feel awkward talking to this person about this, considering, like... Yeah, I really should not be this is outside my scope of practice. I should not be giving advice on, like, medication. Also, just not really fun.
Well, yeah.
Well, that seems a bit petty to say, but...
You don't get to keep work at work, you know?
I'd like to if I can, yeah.
Do the sheep not produce, or do the goats not produce milk every day?
Yeah, goats are every other day again. And
okay.
sheep don't produce milk at all, I don't think. They shear them.
Do I have to make shears? Because I don't have any.
You have to buy them.
Oh, okay, well I'm heading that way anyways, I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, if we have sheep, you should definitely buy some shears.
We have 3, we're about to have 4. Knowing her, the shears are going to be $1 bajillion each. Also, we can buy pigs now too, but I don't know what the benefits of pigs are.
They dig up truffles.
Okay. Do we need truffles for something?
I mean, truffle oil is worth a lot of money.
Aren't truffles mushrooms? What are those?
Yeah, they're mushrooms.
Yeah.
Fungi. They're a type used heavily in cooking. They're kind of cool, actually. I guess that you have to hunt with them with pigs or dogs, and I think pigs are technically the best, since they don't grow in a visible fashion. They grow like right beneath the surface of the dirt.
Yeah. So the dogs can do it too, technically?
Yeah, dogs just aren't quite as good at it. The big advantage, though, is dogs won't eat them.
Oh, the pigs might.
Oh yeah, you have to keep giving the pigs a few as you go along, or else the pigs won't remain motivated to keep looking.
Well, what's the point in looking for? You're just gonna take it away from me.
Well, yeah, basically, they're apparently delicious. I mean, they sell for ungodly amounts of money.
Hmm. Well, if that's
Like,
the
one the
benefit of
size
getting
of
the
a-
dog, then what's the benefit of getting the cat?
No, the dog in this game will not do it. I'm saying in reality, the dog.
Oh, okay. Alright. What
Like,
is the benefit of me having a cat, though?
Pet? Companionship?
There's nothing I can gain from it, though?
Not tangibly, but I mean, this game honestly does not work on like a tangible basis for a lot of stuff.
Shears, 1,000.
That ain't too bad.
As long as they don't wear out and break. I don't assume they would.
I don't believe so. Okay, that's a new level of laziness. I run into a rock. Instead of walking around the rock, I'm just like, it's easier just to break it.
I did not get anywhere near as creative with the names of our sheep as I did with the other animal names, unfortunately.
No. Alright, so what are they named?
I can't remember. The one I just bought I named Fluffy.
Well, I did name one of our ducks Quackers, so
Okay.
we might be in the same boat.
I don't know, I think my brain wasn't up to the task of getting so creative.
But it is late.
So we have Fluffy, and I think I named one of them Beep for some reason.
You see, I napped earlier, so that's how I got like that red-hot quality of Quackers in there.
Let's see, I need to plant more... Not plant, I need to put out more... berries for all the jam we just made. We still have a lot of blackberries and salmonberries. Like, you gathered the shit out of those things.
Damn right I did.
I thought we'd be out by now. Nope.
We can also, instead of selling them, we can start holding on and storing some. As if we decide at some point we want to, you know, go for achievements and like make friends with people, jam is a really good gift option.
Oh, right, yeah. Well,
Same
we've
with
got
diamonds.
quite a few.
Yeah, we saved like 100 of them. We'd basically have enough to do anything.
Wilson is one of the sheep. Fluffy. Wilson, Fluffy.
Wait, you didn't Wolson?
Wilson,
like
like
Wilson,
Wilson,
but
but
wool.
wool, yeah.
Okay, that's actually good. I'll
And
give
then
you
this one,
gift
I don't know,
Wilson.
I got lazy with this one. I just called it Bad Boy, which is kind of lame, but whatever.
That still is decent.
And then Beep. And that's it.
Beep is in beep beep, I'm a sheep or something?
That's
That
yeah,
name?
that's the only thing I could think of, really, that came to my mind. It was just the song. I think my cat's trying to tell me something. It's walking towards me.
I'm telling you, just learning more about you by your naming conventions.
You're lazy. Unintelligent.
I love how you immediately jump right to that. Come on.
These puns need
what-
work.
I mean, I've got the lock on self-deprecating humor here. You can't just go biting at my best jokes like that.
How do I know when the sheep are ready to shear? Is there like an icon above them, or what?
If they look woolly or not. I don't know.
That's a stupid way. They always look woolly.
I don't know, you had to experiment.
Got another stupid chicken statue.
Listen, you know, is it one we can place, or is it one you have to sell?
No, it's just one of those you have to sell.
That's less interesting. I'd like to fill my house with chicken statues.
Blackberry, salmonberry. We have 26 jellies. I'm just gonna give everyone jelly. I'm trying to be your friend. Here, have some jelly.
You could. You can only give 2 gifts a week, though.
Be a pain in the ass having to track everyone down, though. I'm sure there's a way to efficiently plan routes out throughout the week to meet certain people at certain places.
Yeah.
But I'm not that devoted to the cause of being people's friends.
That reminds me, you liked Majora's Mask, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's my favorite Legend of Zelda game. Beat the hell out of it.
Remind me, was the Bomber's Notebook in the game originally?
Yeah.
Like the thing that lets you see where
Yeah,
everybody
they
is?
totally changed it like a lot in the 3DS version, though.
Oh, it's just a lot more useful in that version.
In the 3DS version, it actually tells you where people are at certain times of the day.
Yeah. What did it tell you originally?
It just like gave you a synopsis about who they were and like something you did to help them.
So it didn't actually tell you anything.
Not really. Just told you a little bit about them. Alright. I've got the shears, but I don't know. Okay, let me just equip them and try and see what happens. Fluffy, 1 month, baby. Beep, 1 month, baby. Beep is too young to be sheared. Okay, alright. Well, you tell me that after my character stands there and it makes the snipping sound for like 2 seconds. So I tried. Oh man. You gonna play Red Dead like all day tomorrow, probably?
I haven't even bought it yet, actually.
I thought you said you had it downloading.
No, that was a Black Flag.
Oh, okay. I totally misheard.
Yeah, I'm interested in Red Dead Redemption, as I really liked the first game. Well, not actually, not technically Red Dead Redemption is like the third in the series, I guess. But no, I'm probably gonna hold off getting Red Dead Redemption for a bit.
I've heard it's really good so far.
Yeah, everything I've heard about it's been great. The only complaint I've heard people say is they think replay may be kind of rough because the game takes a very leisurely pace with a lot of stuff.
So it's more like a one and done kind of thing.
Possibly. They like the first game had like an hour of tutorials on how to do a lot of stuff because there were a lot of things to do. But I guess this one is like 3 hours worth of tutorials and kind of like slowly meandering through certain tasks. Kind of like, remember the opening GTA 5?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Apparently it's like that. But I don't know. Who knows? I may not even stick with playing Black Flag. I've also got Dishonored 2 to finish up, and I haven't even played that one before. I've only gotten like the first mission in. I love Dishonored, so...
What game was it that we were playing that we got kind of tired of? We just quit playing. It's like a sniper game. Remember that? It was like... zombie snipers, I think?
Yeah. Sniper Elite Zombies. Actually, that's one I'd happily go back to, too. I really like that game.
It was World War II based.
Yeah, but it was like an entire campaign of like Left 4 Dead style missions, but you're playing as snipers.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think I didn't really want to push you to play more, but I'd definitely be up for that again at some point if you get the interest.
I remember liking it pretty well. I think I just kind of got tired of it. I don't know. We played it like for like a week or two.
Yeah, it's a simplistic game, but I really like that one for some stupid reason. I just like sniping, and that game is very heavy in sniping.
I was gonna say, that's pretty much the biggest reason that you like it, just for the sniping. Oh god, this fish is insane. Come here, fish. No, oh, okay, fine, bye. Whatever. I didn't want you anyways. Stupid fish. I can't help myself. Like, even when it's not even worth that much money, there's nothing else to do. It's just go fish. It's instinct for this game. Just go fish.
I'd say at this point you should start mining.
Yeah, you're right.
Skill up.
Get the mining level up. Maybe fight a few things.
Yeah, I mean you have an amazing sword now, so you can start mining pretty easy.
How much better is this sword compared to the black one that I just had?
About maybe like 33% better.
Pretty good increase.
Yeah, I mean it makes a very distinct difference. It's not
give you defense too.
Yeah, which is quite necessary. I think they actually adjusted combat values or something recently, so I swear I'm taking more damage now.
It says it's +3 weight. What's that mean?
I think that determines how much it throws enemies backwards. I don't know, though.
Because I'm switching between it and something else, and I'm not moving any slower, so I don't think it has anything to do with your movement speed.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm compelled to knock out all this garden that's now gone, since we don't have any more winter seeds. Man, I wish he sold more of those. That would have been so cool to have had a winter garden. Maybe he'll
At this
have
point,
them.
hopefully we can get a... Once the trees are up, we can have a greenhouse.
Well, he said he would have one new seed every season, right? For every year now.
I'm not sure if it'll be every year, but at least one new seed to work with, so we got new stuff to grow. Although, again, this is one of the things I think this game misses out on over things like Rune Factory, where Rune Factory had a very distinct focus on having this, it was like a shipping catalog, and the game kept very close track of what items you had shipped and which ones you hadn't. So there was this really big collection element of, like, you know, you wanted to grow all the new stuff so you could have it, like, all in the record. Not to mention in that game, you actually had, like, this weird system where if you grew better crops, like, every crop had 10 levels of quality to it.
Yeah.
And if you could get one that was a slightly higher level, and then you could convert it into seeds, you could sell the seed back, and all the new seeds you bought would be that level. So there was this, like, massive metagame of, like, leveling up all your crops until you eventually had level 10 crops and everything, and when you did that, like, once you'd maxed out every crop in the game, then the game was like, okay, here are golden crops. And golden crops were stupidly expensive. I mean, like, 10 times the cost for every seed. Like, 10 times the cost of the most expensive seeds in the game for every cheapest seed. And they took entire months to grow. Like, they were ridiculously slow growing. But they were worth, like, 100 times what the other crops were worth. I mean, it was absolute insanity.
Yeah.
So it was incredibly worth, you know, harvesting them.